Man, this is what happens when you order to go. You don't get to inspect your burrito before, like, you usually watch them make your burrito and there's something not right. You're like, no, 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 no. You need to fix that. I get home, my burrito's got a wound in it. Look at that wound.
Oh no, the world is ending.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't
How
know about
terrible.
Cali problems. These are Cali problems right here.
It tastes so bad with the gash in the tortilla.
It's gonna go squirting out, dude.
Oh no!
You know, there's one way to avoid that.
No.
There's one way to avoid the punctured burrito, and that is to get a bowl.
Then I'll get a tortilla.
Less calories.
I know I'm on a diet, but today I saved up so I can have a quesadilla. I mean, I can have a tortilla.
I had a burrito bowl tonight from Chipotle.
We were playing we were kind of starting a game, an impromptu game. Jared, are you ready for that?
What's that?
Okay. Your kids are, how old are they?
10 and 7.
It's okay, 10 and 7. So it's been a little while. Now I don't know what your memories are or where you guys were financially when Max was born, because Max is the younger one, right?
I was in a much worse place when Logan was born than when Max was.
Right. Well, so
I lost my job when my wife was pregnant.
I was telling Nick, his kids are 12, so it's been a long time. My kid is 12. Ethan is 12. But I have a new one, and we're buying stuff. My wife actually literally just texted me, "Hey, can you buy this thing?" Because I have like the card, the Wayfair account is in my phone, right? I've made the order, so I have to
switch that up.
Well, it's whatever. It is what it is, right? So I was telling him, like, I'm glad that we are comfortable. We're not going to like end up on the street or anything, but it is absolutely bonkers how much this shit costs.
Are you fully leveraging the registry?
We are leveraging the registry as much as we can, but there are big ticket items that rather than wait on the registry to perhaps maybe give us that thing, or certainly they give you the option, they can fund it, they can add money. Nobody wants to do that. They want to buy you the little baby outfit, or they want to buy you the burp.
I assume you didn't keep any of Ethan's stuff.
No, are you kidding me? No.
You think you might need it another day with another
Everything
person?
got burned when the divorce happened. What are you talking about? There was a bonfire. No, there was no bonfire, but I don't know any of that stuff. And by the way, it was all not crap, but it wasn't the good stuff, right?
It's not what you could afford to buy now.
Exactly. So we're in a position, and this is what you do as a parent. You're like, well, I know this is too much. I know this is way more expensive than it needs to be. I can get a cheaper option, and yet, oh well, it's my kid, and I want to get the best, and we'll say this car seat needs to be super safe, and oh shit, I guess I'm buying the most expensive one. That's what
car seats expire. That's some stuff I didn't know until I became a parent, and a while after I became a parent, I didn't know.
Well, so there are Facebook Marketplace things possible. We just, in some cases, decided not to go on that. I was telling you,
are we putting the video on Patreon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been shoveling this in my mouth the whole time.
That's why I'm laughing over you. You're chowing down on that burrito. My
I thought it was just audio.
No. We put them up on Patreon. So I said, Nick, do you know how much a stroller costs?
Wait, so does this look bad then?
Stop it.
Sorry.
Do you know how much a stroller costs in 2020?
It depends how good of a stroller you want.
Okay. You're getting a very, very good, if not the best stroller. How much does it cost?
I have an idea.
Hold on. I want Nick to go first. Nick, again, keep in mind, it's the best stroller. Or close to it. Tell me, what do you think that stroller costs?
Man, see, I only have experience looking for a double stroller, right? Because we had twins.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess a single stroller nowadays, like a nice, solid stroller, I'm going to go $289.
Hold on. Five more for how wrong you are.
$1,050.
So the top of the line, big shit.
Oh, if you're going top of the line, you're going to go almost to $2,000.
No. This isn't that. This is, as far as I'm aware, this is about where people top out usually. Like our neighbors have a 6-month-old, and I see we watch people walk. We're these people now. People walk by our house with their strollers, with their little bassinet. What do they have? What stroller is that? Let's look and see what. Can you see it? The Uppa Baby Vista V2 2020 runs $969.
Yeah.
$969. Now that also can become a stroller if you wanted to. Now we didn't go with the Vista. We went down just a little, but the same brand. So $650 or whatever it was. The car seat Nick, do you have an idea on the car seat? Again, pretty much the top of the line area on the car seat.
We're talking about removable bassinet as well.
We're talking about
carrier.
removable car seat. Yeah, base, one click in and out of the car. Yeah,
And it's compatible with the stroller.
we have to buy an adapter because we went with different brands, but yes,
Well, you scared me off.
Again,
on the
we're
last
going
one.
high level, right?
this is high level.
I
yeah.
think Jared should go next. Since
Okay,
I went
Jared,
first
go for
last time.
on the car seat.
$450.
Just about there. 400. We topped out at 400 with the one we got. Yeah. 400 for that. 650 for this. And people will be like, "Damn, Jason's loaded." No, not really. We got a little bit of money, but we're getting nice shit. And then also, again, we got to get the crib and the dresser and the mattress. You know what a crib mattress costs if you get like a good one, like a top end one.
I don't know, like $75.
$350
What?
for a crib mattress.
You didn't let him sleep on the floor. Get a pack and play.
We're getting one of those too. Guess how much that costs?
My kids preferred the pack and play over anything else I ever put them in.
Actually,
The best piece of child manipulation furniture and or gear that has ever been out there is the swing. Invest in the swing. Don't cheap on the swing.
we're not doing well, there may be
We had a bouncer.
We're getting a
I
bouncer.
mean, Nick had to make a bicycle built for two for his stuff, but but the swing is
You know,
don't
do you
skimp
have
on the
to,
swing.
like rotate. Like, how did that even work? How many feedings work when you have twins? That sounds like madness.
She got two of those.
Not
No,
that-
she didn't do that.
kind
We
of
did
feeding.
formula.
I'm talking about at the table. Once they start using, you feed them solid stuff.
Well, we had 2 high chairs, one for each of them. But we were very lucky that was a gift from my
shifts.
coworkers.
Right.
And so in the mornings, we would each take one and we would spoon feed one. So
Here's another question. You put them in the same room. If one wakes up and starts crying, it'll wake up the other one. And now you have 2 children that are crying in the middle of the night.
they were in the same room. It was rare. It didn't happen very often when one would cry and one would wake up.
Okay.
They both normally would wake up because it was both time to eat.
Do you feel like your twins have like that superpower shit? Like, do you feel like they're cosmically intertwined or something like that?
Punch one of them. Will the other one feel it?
They have a very unique bond. Like I remember growing up, I had a younger sister.
Had?
Well, I have a younger sister, but when I was growing up, she was younger.
Moving bodies, Jared.
Sorry,
I got news for you, Nick. She's still younger.
she is still younger. Anyway, I remember I picked on her left and right. Like I was just a terrible older brother, and I watched my twins, and I can genuinely say I feel like they are best friends. Like they hang out with one another. Like they don't fight. They have they share somewhat of the same interests. But yeah, they genuinely get along pretty well. Surprisingly.
How much
for
younger was your
12-year-olds.
sister than you?
Just 2 years.
So friends come over. That's a pretty good deal.
What are you? No.
What?
No.
I always wish that my brother was a girl for that reason.
Don't do inappropriate. Don't say inappropriate.
What's inappropriate? It's 2 years.
Damn, dog.
She has some cute friends, but
I have a
no, that
little
never
brother
happened.
who's 2 years younger than me, and a little sister who's 4 years younger than me. And I wanted on the record that I was never looking at any of my sister's friends 4 years younger than me.
You're
Never.
so lying.
Did
You're
not
so
happen.
lying.
I was out of the house at 18, man. Never. That's interesting though, because it just occurred to me. You're avoiding fights because you have 2 kids they're the same age, they're twins, they're connected that way. They're not fighting because I don't know what, they're best friends or whatever. I'm gonna have 2 kids who don't fight because one's so much older than the other one. My kids, by the time Tiago is gonna be whatever, old enough to
Oh,
fight.
you have a name?
Oh shit! Have I not told you guys yet?
No,
No?
that's that news flash.
Well,
Break
now-
out the ABC
Is his middle name
news,
Silva?
breaking news.
Now I'm in the habit of referring to him as a person because he's got a room.
Do we have to bleep it out? Are you okay to say it?
Consider it a bonus for the Patreon people. They'll know it before anybody else does. I mean,
Thiago Silva Davis.
no, not Silva, but don't think that soccer didn't have a major role in the name. I pitched it, and she was like, "Oh, I like that," and I was like, "Yeah, there's a couple of Brazilian players named Thiago." She was like, "Okay, let's do that." Well, one of them Spanish, by the way, they're Brazil, but
Is
still,
that Theodore or Timothy? In
it's not. It's Brazilian. It's not even Spanish. Like it's not a traditional Spanish name, but it
Hmm.
is apparently becoming more popular in Puerto Rico because just like every other, you take on these cultures
Yeah.
and these names. It's not necessarily that. But I was going to say is my kids aren't going to fight. But Jared, you
Oh.
you're like living in hell with that, right?
Well, I mean, they get along some of the time. If there's a problem,
What's the age gap
it's
again? 3 years?
3 years.
3 years is the worst because you're not close enough to have exactly the same interest.
Yeah.
So you don't have that quiet time.
Luckily,
And
over
you're
the
not
last
too far
year,
apart. Yeah.
I'm glad COVID happened this year, not a year ago, because Max really wasn't able to participate in the things Logan wanted to do. And this year, he actually is maturity wise, like just overall, he's able to participate. The hardest thing is Max basically stopped going to school in person in
Right.
halfway through first grade. So he hasn't
Wow.
made the friends
Yeah.
that Logan fit was in fourth grade when COVID happened. Like he had 3 years plus sports and all these ways to make all these friends and contacts and all this stuff. So Logan has Discord where it's going off all day long, like friends calling, playing games and stuff like that. And Max will get to, but he has a real big problem right now that he doesn't have his friends.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that, and it just sucks. Like halfway through first grade, what chance do you have of having a kid's phone number or having a kid's like
Right.
email?
You're still in the play date. My parents have to set it up thing, right?
And that's what's really hard. So his friends are Logan's friends. So when Logan, as the older brother, gets like, that's enough, kid, it's really hard for him because that's like his only social outlet. That's
Right.
that's what's been really tough about this year for him.
But that'll change. Come high school.
Yeah, I mean
I bet those two
years are on.
No, and they play together. Sometimes, like yesterday, I got pissed at Logan, so I took all of his I took his mouse and his controller away, like he was like done. And so, and guess what happened? They made hot chocolate and played in their room for 2 hours. At one point, like Max is reading and Logan's helping with his reading, Dr. Seuss, and then like they made a barricade in front of the door and a fort out of their room, had Nerf gun fights. Like,
Damn.
like, oh my God, you were children for a day. All I had to do was take it all away.
What's your gap with your brother?
2.5-ish.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, not even that. Almost 3. It's about
Almost
4
3.
months less than theirs.
So you guys are basically the same. Did you and your brother connect like that? Because my brother and I are 2 years.
My brother and I have like fought.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Me and my brother.
no, there's times where like we definitely like were on the same wavelength with certain things. Like we played outside all the time.
Well, that's in that age difference, 2 or 3. I think probably 3 is the outer edge. It is like best friends for a while and then just hammering each other.
Yeah, and I think in high school we kind of like diverged a bit and we got a little more. It was on and off all the time. Like street hockey, all that kind of stuff. Like we're always playing. So it was tough. Like street hockey was almost always my friends, and we would put it all together. And Steven would come and like he's a good street hockey player stuff, but like he would blow up or something like that. And then like, well, these are my friends. See ya. Like I know he at times felt I picked friends over him, and that sucks. But I think that's something older brothers do. And in hindsight, I shouldn't have. I should have done more to embrace it.
Is
there a couch here I can lay on?
Well, I mean, we don't want to get into my high school situation was so messed up. I went to 3 different high schools, so it was freshman year one school, sophomore year another school, junior and senior were in Virginia. My brother ended up getting to go to the same high school for his entire 4 years.
Oh, man.
So and he established a friend group, and it was tougher for me. And then by the time I was a senior and he was a sophomore, basically I didn't like anybody that I was peers with in my grade, and I ended up hanging out with his friends. And that was, I'm not saying like I'm not necessarily proud of it or whatever. I don't know how to look at that necessarily. And it was fine for a while, but it was never going to be normal. And then he resented me, right? Because hey, why is my older brother hanging out with my friends? But I'd also made friendships with those
so
people.
You could buy beer
independent. When I turned 18, they were definitely into that because I was older. But anyway, I don't know. It was the friend
Did
group.
your brother ever use your ID?
No, he looks nothing like me. Like we're not even close in appearance.
My brother took my expired one, I think, once. I don't know if he ever got to use it though.
He's way darker. Like all his hair is dark.
Mm-hmm.
Even his beard is not like this. So
Nick, did you ever use your sister's ID?
Yeah, all the time. It worked really well.
To be younger? Wait, to be younger.
Right.
To be younger. To get into the teen club after they tell you can't come in because you're older than 18.
So, Jared, you mentioned this on the show. you said that there's a certain winger for the Orlando Soccer Club that looks like the professor.
Yeah.
So I went ahead during the show and I put a little side by side together here, and I
Uh-oh.
want you two to critique Jared's assessment of Cash Mueller looking like the professor from And One.
Okay.
Um,
The haircut. I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Come on, dude.
I
Come
see it.
on.
By the way, Cash Mueller's haircut, a tier better than the professor's haircut. That is a tear.
I agree, but it's the hard line.
Is that the professor now or the professor then?
I
I
think
think
between
that's probably
professor,
now.
Okay. I remember watching And One when the professor was on it, but I don't really have this vivid image of what he looked like.
the professor has a YouTube channel where he still goes out and just clowns people.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Okay, I can see
I'm
it.
saying I think I'm okay on that.
There's something else about it's a little Eddie Munster, but it's not exactly the haircut's not the same at all. But it's
That was
just
a widow's peak on him.
Look at the ears. They ain't
Yeah.
even close.
I don't know what I'm
Look
thinking.
like Cash Mueller looks like about to take off from O'Hare.
Why O'Hare?
I don't know. What's the airport in Orlando? MCO.
The MCO,
Walt
yeah,
Disney.
it's MCO.
Yeah.
He
Freddie's gonna kill me.
again, to me, Cash Mueller looks like the high school bully in like a 90s teen movie, not 80s, more
Yeah.
like 90s.
He looks like he'd be the catcher in the Sandlot kind of movie or something.
Yeah, maybe he
He looks like he could play Buzz on a redo of Home Alone.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
That's a good shout.
sure. I can see that. He looks like man, something else here. I can't figure. He looks like a cartoon character, like the what's that?
He looks like the friend that didn't do a drive-by but was in the car at the wrong time.
That's not appropriate.
What?
That's not appropriate.
You don't look
I
like
know.
he's the guy in the back seat when some stuff went down, but he
No.
didn't actually do any of it.
He's the guy that jumps in the trunk because there's no more seats in the car, and he's the one. Yeah, he's the one that cops don't
Where's
find.
he from?
He went to Wisconsin. I know
did.
that. Wisconsin. I don't know if he's originally from Wisconsin, actually, because that would be. He's from,
Schaumburg, Illinois.
he's from Illinois. He's a Midwesterner, like our boy Nicky Soup and Sausage. You can take that down now. We don't. I'm done with Cash Mueller.
Oh, you're much prettier.
Well, thank you.
That's nice of you to break out your Belichick wear.
If you're gonna come at me with the NFL, it's Belichick, not Belichick. But okay.
Like I know.
I know.
You're lucky I got one reference.
Yeah. Well, did you? Speaking of the NFL, I know this is not what we do. My football team.
You had a rough.
Game without a quarterback.
Oh, I heard about that. What'd you guys end up doing?
They elevated a wide receiver from the practice squad who had like once played quarterback in college at Wake Forest. Listen to this. He was
Is Wake Forest even Division One?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was 1 for 9 with 2 interceptions. He threw more interceptions than he had completions. It was like the first time in like 30 years that it ever happened.
Wait, so did they run every other play but 9?
They had to have, and they were terrible. They got beat 31-3. So I'm
They
guessing
stacked the box on him.
Oh yeah, of course they did. There was no chance they were going to be able to do anything because he can't throw, and you're going to hand it off into a 6-man line every single time. Yeah.
You would think play action would work. I'm not play action. What's it called when
Like
they
the option?
No, when they fake a handoff. What's that called?
Play action.
Play action.
Oh, play action. Okay, you would think a play action play would work well there when they're just stacking it and expecting it every
But you
time.
still have to complete the pass. You still have to throw the football. This is like that.
I can't believe that that's the best a professional team had. Like you would think like every goalie can play striker.
4 quarterbacks. I mean, you don't. You're so specialized at that point that there's just no way. It's like when they pull an outfield player, a position player into pitch. It looks ridiculous. Remember when Jose Canseco pitched in a game? It was
Freaking or that dude for Orlando, Schradenfruit or whatever, he made a save.
Schlegel.
Shaden.
I don't know, some German stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, German.
He's that German stuff, like Argentinian German.
Oh, I see what
I'm always suspect of Argentinian German.
You're making a Boys from Brazil reference. Is that what you're doing? Okay. All
I'm
right.
not. You are.
No, you. Hey, I can see your eyes. That's a signal.
Oh wait, this is video, huh?
That's the guy who moves the bodies. And yeah, you the
You need yourself a
Argentinian
Schlegel.
German. Yeah, there it is.
DK Schlegel out there moving bodies.
All right. Did you have another game? Is that all you had, Mister?
That was it. I just want to, I wanted to.
Oh man, I didn't prep my game. I wanted to do the Pablo Maurer game,
Oh, the Pablo Mount. By the way, did you see the new thing he just dropped?
the soccer's thing. I don't even remember that.
I neither did I. No idea it existed.
And I was like paying attention to soccer in 2000. I
Sounds
had no
insane.
idea.
Well, that's probably why you didn't see it, because it wasn't actually soccer. It was something beyond.
So what did he drop? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
You need to get yourself. Well, no, I won't.
I have one.
Oh, you have an athletic subscription?
I do. Yes.
Oh, Pablo Maurer's most recent story is on a kind of like a hybrid of WWE and soccer that they tried back at the turn of the century, I think is when this was. It was called Soccer Slam, and apparently it was like,
It's like X League or the XFL for soccer.
yeah, it was just wild and very violent and like just stupid is the right word for it.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't remember this.
I don't know. It sounds like something that doesn't really exist that possibly he made up, but I trust Pablo and his reporting skills.
Well, there's a video clip of it.
Oh yeah, there's a video clip that they put in the story where a guy is literally getting kneed in the face, like a full-on wrestling move. Like I don't think he really got kneed in the face. I think it's wrestling, right? But it's also in the middle of what is supposed to be a soccer game. So yeah, of all the ways to try to Americanize the sport. And Jared, we were there in 96 when they were running 35-yard shootouts and the clock was ticking down and they were playing music during play and all the wacky, weird stuff. This is well beyond that. This is like, what the fuck are you doing?
All right. So I want to try to workshop this game on the bonus show.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe to you guys an item that is actively for sale on eBay, a U.S. soccer, a vintage American soccer, some kind of item on eBay. And I want to call it the Pablo Maurer game because these are only the types of items that Pablo Maurer would bid on. So the first item up for bid, I'm going to read you the name of the whole thing that's for sale, what the person put in there. Okay. Vintage World Cup Soccer USA 94 shirt, large, Olympics, FIFA, football, 1994, Team 90s, Italy.
All right.
So let me read that again.
Get all those keywords in there.
There's some keywords that do not belong on this. Just I'm going to let you know right now. Vintage World Cup Soccer USA 94 shirt, large, Olympics, FIFA, football, 1994, Team 90s, Italy. It should just stop at Vintage World Cups 94. Let me describe to you what's in the picture, okay? This is a long sleeve t-shirt with the World Cup USA 94 logo on it, and down the sleeve in large letters is 1994, 1994, down the sleeve, on one sleeve, not the other one.
What's on the other one? Nothing?
It's like a dude with one sleeve tat.
So a jersey this is not.
It is not a jersey. It is a 1994 long sleeve shirt, vintage.
Vintage, because it's from 1994.
What is the buy it now price? And I will see who can get closer, but not Price is Right. I hate Price is Right rules. What is the price of this shirt? Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So buy it now, right?
Buy it now.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Does it say where the seller is located?
It does not, but the seller's name has the word Phoenix in it. So maybe they're in Arizona. It is Phoenix, Arizona. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go buy it now price of, I'll go $99.95.
Jason, what's your bid?
$99.95. Wow, full C note for the vintage t-shirt long sleeve with 1994.
Has it been worn?
I know we're not playing Price is Right rules. I could still, cheat along the Price is Right rules situation and just go $100 even.
Or we just go, take the difference of how far I was off, and then you get the next one and you get to guess, and we can do the difference. Didn't we do that recently for one of our games?
Just pick your price, Jason. What do you think it's going to be?
I'm gonna say 149.
This could be yours for $59.95.
Okay. Ooh. We both overshot. I was thinking more in the $60 range, and then I just screwed that up. Okay,
Nick, I am putting the picture of him in our Slack. If you got into the feed, that'd be no big deal. I'm not sure if it's the kind of thing you can do on the fly or not, if it's just a straight image.
I will see what I can do.
Okay. This item up for bid, it's the name of this item as written by the seller is Rare Vintage Danish American Soccer Club Sterling Silver 925 Leather Bolo Tie.
One more time.
It is a bolo. Okay.
Both
Rare Vintage Danish American Soccer Club Sterling Silver 925 Leather Bolo Tie.
It doesn't have a year on it. It just says Rare Vintage.
It does not. It just says Rare Vintage. And when you look at it, you're going to see it is definitely of a vintage ilk.
Okay. Bolo tie?
Yeah, you'll see. If we can get this up and going. If not, I apologize.
Cowboys running around in Copenhagen?
I mean, no. Danish American is the name of the club. There it is.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, like,
and the leather on that looks like Indiana Jones's whip.
It does. Yeah.
So what? Ooh, I hope that fart didn't come across on the mic.
I do need to cut his fingernails too.
At Chipotle. So
there's a hole in it. It's all leaking out.
There's a hole in the back of me too. All right, so Rare Vintage, you've seen it. Danish American Soccer Club, Sterling Silver, 925 leather bolo tie. What is that best? Oh, it says the price or best offer. So let's go with that price. Jason, you're going first.
Gonna go with $80 American. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Nick, you saw the quality of this, right? I mean, this is high class.
I'm going $39.95.
This bolo tie could be yours for the low price of $199.99.
What?
$200.
Look, I'm sorry, but in my dealings as a rare soccer item collector, I don't know, whatever, memorabilia collector, if I was going to display this in my store, I need to know what year this comes from. If it doesn't have any provenance, I'm sorry, I can't. Certificate of authenticity, I'm not buying this.
Nick, if I give you these images ahead of time, you could have them ready to go, right? So I just sent you another one just for.
Okay, I'll get it
for this one right now. So this will be the last one though, but this one is gonna be a nice throwback. I think Jason will enjoy this one.
Oh, all right.
This one,
I prefer my stuff. I prefer my vintage items to be of the 90s variety. I want some.
You're a luxer.
I want some purples. I want Z's on the ends of team names. I want to see. Oh, Diodora. You know what?
All right,
I would wear this right now.
Let me tell you how much you could have to spend to wear this right now. Well, first, let me tell you what it is you're looking at, sir.
What am I looking at? Yes.
This, according to the seller, the description here is vintage. 1993 Diodora soccer tracksuit, American. Only 30 ever made. Men's size large.
What's my size? Only 30 ever made. Why? What is so special about this?
I do not know, but there's only 30, sir, and this is one of them.
They're like only 30, 60.
So take that rarity into account when bidding.
Diodora tracksuits from 1993.
Jason, I'm sorry, Nick, you were up first on this item.
Well, now that I know there was only 30 made, jeez.
Where scarcity does not necessarily beget value. Let's just say that right now, okay?
Let's just say also, this kind of jacket, this will be in certain hip hop circles and stuff like that. You can definitely wear
sure. Yeah.
I'll go 225.
Okay, Jason, what are you thinking?
That sounds about right. Since Nick staked out the middle of the 200s, I'll go higher. I'll go 299.
Okay. This 1993 vintage Diodora tracksuit with only 30 ever made could be yours for the low price of $500. Buy it now, should I?
Yeah, tell your wife you bought a Diodora tracksuit from 93. How that goes down.
Merry Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
New stroller.
Yes.
Diodora
Oh
tracksuit.
no, I can't. Well, I mean, I gotta get two of those to sell to get the money for the stroller. What are you
So why
talking?
didn't you invest in tracksuits in the 90s?
Man, we should be in the tracksuit business. Why are we not in the tracksuit business? I will say this: my in-laws like to buy me clothes. Don't ask me why they do that. Right? They'll go to the mall in Puerto Rico and they'll find something and they'll buy it. We went to Puerto Rico. Kayla's dad bought me. It was a tracksuit. It was a full-on
Wow.
Adidas. It looks
Jason likes soccer. Let's give him a tracksuit.
it's brand new, but it is definitely got a retro vibe. I wish I had the jacket here. I ended up trading out the pants and not keeping the pants. But it's the tracksuit material. It's got like Adidas and like bright neon colors all down one side. It's not like the pinstripes are like pink and blue, and it looks like that. It looks like that Diodora tracksuit.
Does it
So
does it have JD on your chest like the
No,
Coco
I wish
do?
it did.
Oh,
I wish it
monogram?
did. Yeah. I need a monogram.
The game.
We can't do that,
Acceptable?
though, 'cause
Something you
we're
want to
both
play on the show?
We're both
Yeah.
JDs. Or does he go with? What do you
I
do?
go with Rod.
No, you can't have Rods. 2 letters. That's the rules.
JR
would be
for J
JD.
Rodies.
JR for J Road. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
So game acceptable for the show?
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Yeah.
As a last segment kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah. But
If you guys liked it on the everyone listening to the bonus, let us know too. Give us your feedback or ways we might be able to make it
are we
better. Or
missing,
something.
since we are here on the bonus and we are terrible at this, are we missing any questions, any Q&As that have been thrown at
I
us
don't think
recently?
any more have popped up in there, but let me see here.
Okay. I see the last question was, did it turn out to be a positive that the national team missed the World Cup? Was it the spark needed to take the program in another direction? I think we answered that on the last show, right?
Man, I think we could be. Listen, these kids would be the same age no matter what, if we made it or not. You know,
Sure,
but I
yeah,
mean,
sure.
Gio Reyna was going to be playing soccer no matter
Did
what
it
happened.
give the new head coach, and it took him a year to hire Greg Berhalter after Dave Sarkin was the interim. Did it give him the freedom to flush almost everything out from the previous?
That's what I was thinking. I think that it did is it allowed. Honestly, I think it shortened the careers of some players too. Not having that World Cup to hang on for, like certain players may have stuck around longer and not retired or something like that. I mean, there's a possibility some of that happened, but I don't know. Overall, I think that anytime you miss a World Cup, it's not a net positive. I just really believe that it's not. Christian Pulisic would have a World Cup under his belt right now.
I agree, and he would be a bigger star. And who knows? Yeah, maybe Giovanni Reina wouldn't have been there yet, but he, those players were going to come eventually. It would have been an opportunity at least.
But I will say this: I think this team could be better this year.
I mean, if we're going
they missed the World Cup,
if we're going with chaos theory and the butterfly effect, and that is a difficult movie to watch, I'll just say that. If we're going to do that, if the United States men's national team qualifies for the World Cup in 2017, maybe as a country, we wouldn't be so divided. Maybe we would have come together under the banner of supporting our American team in Russia.
I'll say this. I think
Russia?
the ratings,
Yeah, it was
attendance,
Russia.
and interest would not be where it is if we made that World Cup. I mean, I think a lot of people, and I'm not sure if you got to talk to Justin Brunken about this during your conversation. I only got to see here about half of it. Did the fan base fall off the cliff from his perspective?
Yeah, I think I think it was some rebuilding that happened. I think we talked about that in the From the Stands from the Best Soccer Show. I hope you guys are listening to those episodes. We didn't do one last week because of Thanksgiving,
But it's in the can.
yeah, well, we got one coming up. We're going to talk Fulham. Sorry, not Fulham. Werder Bremen.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting my wires crossed again. Werder Bremen. We're talking Werder Bremen. We're talking about Jared's favorite subject, Josh Sargent. So that's coming this week.
My favorite disc golfer is from Bremen, so I do feel kind of allegiance to it.
Well, I bet you the Germans are good, right? They're probably really into it.
There's only one.
How do you get disc golf on that show that I'm watching on Netflix, the Champion Show?
I watched that too.
Yeah, with
That disc golf is way too big.
Rainn Wilson.
We were on ESPN2 last week.
we listen to
Cheese
him.
rolling.
They do the cheese roll thing. They also did dog dancing. Which
You
is
think the disc golf is on the same level as that?
no, I'm giving you shit. Don't worry about it, man.
It was literally on ESPN2 last week. You could have watched it in
It's
HD.
been a while since I've riled up the frisbee folk. That's all I'm saying. I haven't poked at the frisbee folk in a while.
There's more of us in our fan base than you realize.
I will give. We got to go, but I will give one show. You have something else, Nick?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well,
what do you got?
I can't believe no mention of this on the regular show.
Okay,
I haven't watched it yet, Nick.
what?
Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah, you were talking about.
I can't get Peacock. I can't figure out how to get Peacock on my Fire Stick or my TV. I have to go on my computer. I don't want to watch it on my computer.
I don't
watch
think
it on
it's
my TV.
available on Roku or Fire Stick or any of that yet. That is a
Did
problem.
you watch it on your computer, Nick?
No, I watched it on my Apple TV.
No, I think they did get Roku. I think they got their Roku
Man.
channel up. And I got an offer, and I think it's $25 for the year, and I might pull the trigger on it. I don't know. I've
I've been trying to bring it up on my Fire Stick. That's usually what I use on that TV, and it's not on my Samsung app store yet. They don't have it there, and it's not on Fire Stick as far as I can tell. I went to the NBC platform, and I still can't find it on there either.
Okay.
So I have a Peacock subscription. I just can't seem to get it on my dang TV. So as soon as I get the time to just sit on my computer and watch it. So Nick, what are your initial thoughts? Don't go too far because obviously we're no one's.
I don't want to spoil anything. I will tell you this: I watched all 10 episodes.
Oh wow!
This weekend by myself. Screw my wife.
You should have made her watch the first one, then watch.
We did watch the first one. She wasn't really into it, but I watched it, and I dug it. Look, it's not going to be Game of Thrones. It's not going to be Breaking Bad, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Is
it a good follow-up to the feelings we had with Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. If I had to rank the two, Ted Lasso for me is still a little bit better. But
hold on, which is better? I'll give you a pick your point. Which is better? Daniel LaRusso, car sales maven. Hold on, wait a second. Daniel LaRusso as the car king of the valley, or Zach why am I blanking on his last name? Zach Morris.
Diaz Arce?
What is he? Zach Morris Diaz Arce. Is everybody should just be Diaz Arce. That's just badass. Isn't he the governor or something?
He does play the governor in this series.
But does he have a very big role though?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
Slater's bigger, right?
Slater and Jesse
right?
have.
Okay, so put your poison out there between Slater then.
Yeah. Okay. What do you? Oh, okay.
I didn't see Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I haven't watched this yet, even though it's only been out for like 2 weeks, and you watched all 10 episodes. What are you?
It's only been out a week. It came out last Wednesday.
You killed the whole season in a week? My God, man.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
It was only 30-minute episodes. So.
Since we're on television, and this is not, I'm not going to connect with either one. This is a wreck situation. I have a wreck situation. Amazon Prime. You guys Prime members have Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah.
Watch Wayne on Amazon Prime.
Is it like a hockey flick?
It is nuts. It is a.
Tell me it's about Wayne Newton.
It's a dark comedy, but it is very fun to watch. It's about a kid from Brockton, Massachusetts. Dad dies, goes on this quest to reclaim his dad's car, takes the teenage girl with. They're both teenagers in high school. Takes her with him.
Hot.
It's chased by the girl's dad, who is the guy who was in Law and Order, and his Mayhem.
The guy from 30 Rock, the squatter,
pager salesman.
Yeah, that guy. He plays the dad, the girl's dad. He's got twin sons that are like hilarious, very dumb and very hilarious, and it's good. It's
somebody else recommended that show, and I don't know.
Yeah, someone was talking to me about that recently too.
I might have mentioned it because people on Twitter. Mark Y. I did mention it to you guys already. Mark Y was the one on Twitter I saw talking about it. It's just I need somebody to come with me on this journey. It's very violent, like very violent, for especially for a TV show like that. It's kind of like
gory or just violent.
There's a little bit of gore, but it's not like over the top. But it's just nuts.
Your boy doesn't do well with violence.
Yeah,
really?
I'm not a big violent guy.
I'd rather laugh than be scared or like.
No, but this is funny. Okay, fine. It's not.
Is it like Pulp Fiction violence or is it
no?
Like
it's not. It's not like that. It's like
give me a violence level.
Man, I mean it's violent. It's not the boys level violent, but it's.
Oh, I was okay with the boys. So.
Close. It's like that. It's like part of the story that there's a little bit of violence here or there, but it's not like every episode.
For me, like one of the top things that was tough to watch was American History X, where they curb stomped.
Oh no! Bring that up, dude. That's like a no-go zone. What?
I don't know. Like, what I'm trying to get a gauge on your violence meter.
That's kind of where I was thinking too, Jared.
Yeah, isn't that like the worst thing you've ever seen in a movie?
No, people aren't dying like gory deaths in this show. It's just that there's some beatings and some crazy stuff happens, right? There's a little bit of blood here or there, but it's very funny and it's very good. I think we should.
Well, I got to go check out my patio set. I put it together and then walked instantly inside. I didn't even sit on it yet. My brand new patio set I just got.
Please record video in case you fall over.
No,
My wife sat on it and it moved, and I was like, oh. Then I realized that there was a bunch of bolts I didn't have in.
we need you to record. I know it's not the season. What we need you to record, not Instagram it yourself, record it so we can put it up on the right channels.
The Rody Rita.
The Rody Rita situation. I know you don't like being on video, so maybe get creative, find a way to like your hands
No, I can do it.
one part this and rumple mints or whatever you're putting in there. I don't know.
The hardest part to me, my wife okaying our house in the background because it's never clean enough for video for her.
Sounds familiar.
Oh man.
All right, besties. Love y'all. By the way, we're doing post show for December 9th. We didn't even say that, but we have another show before then, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so we have a Sunday show, and then that's a Wednesday. Nick, you're free on Wednesday the 9th?
Should be.
Okay, so that's
wait,
a
wait, wait,
4:30 kickoff my time.
Oh, if it's a 7:30 p.m. kickoff, then yeah, I'll be fine. I'll get off work at 8 o'clock that day.
Okay, so you'll be probably the show will probably be around 9:30 or so at night, or something like that. And then we gotta discuss, Jason, if we want to do a pre-show for Besties or not, or Patreon.
Pre-show, I will not be involved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
would know if it would be a call show.
It might be half an hour. We can maybe pull something together. Depends on what my commitments are for the radio and also for
Or I mean, also we don't have to screen the calls if it's Besties. We can just bring them right on, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So Nick doesn't have to screen calls.
No, we can do that. We can do that as a Zoom show if we want.
Yeah,
we can
let's
do
do a
it
Zoom.
here.
We'll do a Zoom.
All right, we're zooming it. Everybody do the Zoom. Get to move them bodies and put the Zoom together. All right.
Body moving.
Thanks for the drop, guys.
That's our
I
DK
feel
drop.
honored.
Body moving.
One more time.
The Sausage King of Chicago.
I've made it.
Sausage King of Chicago. All
I
right.
just got to edit out that Chicago part. We'll make it.
Yeah, no.
Ohio.
So I think it's city specific. I think Toledo's better. I think it punches more. Ohio.
All right.
Well, they probably say Toledo in like a Warner Brothers cartoon, like Bugs Bunny or something.
I think they say Toledo in
Nash.
well, maybe that, but I was going to say Tommy Boy. They probably say Toledo somewhere in there.
Ooh.
Holy
No, I
Toledo!
don't remember.
He's driving all around the Midwest selling parts. He's got to go to.
He was in Sandusky, Ohio, which is just an hour east of here.
There you go.
Is that where that dude touched all those kids?
Two of those people, two of the main characters from that show, gone. That's amazing.
Who else besides Chris Farley?
Well, Chris Farley, Brian Dennehy's done too. He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
I didn't think
bad.
about. I was thinking like.
No, you have
Proud of him.
so Bo Derek, right? Is that who that is?
I was thinking Dan Aykroyd, but that's Dan
Rob Lowe.
Aykroyd's in that one, right?
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, yeah.
Dan Aykroyd,
Rob
Dan
Lowe,
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd, Bo Derek, Chris
Dennehy.
Farley,
David Spade.
and David Spade, and then Brian Dennehy, who died. All right,
Well, thanks for the upper on the way out.
R.I.P. to Diego Maradona. I'm the only actual soccer fan on this show who cares that Diego Maradona died. Jared, was he American? Did he come from Loma Linda? I don't know. Something like that.
Is that the guy that has the Nickelodeon cartoon?
Wait, what? Oh,
Go
go,
Diego.
go. Man, I'm not ready, by the way. This is not for now because we don't have time. I'm
Get
not
the
ready
Paw Patrol all
for
lined
the
up. Dude.
return of kids television to my life. I'm not ready. I got at least 2. How much time do I have?
You got 3 or 4 years.
It depends how soon your kid starts talking and you want him to shut up.
My wife is also very much like not too much screens, but then she's gonna be a mom.
She says that now. She
I know.
says that now.
And then she's gonna
That
need.
ship sailed.
You're gonna need some. Okay. All right, we're out. Bye, besties.
See ya.
Bye.